1. Happy New Year. All right, let me tweet it first. Do the Twitters. All right, Twitter.
Ooh, I need a hat. My hair's messy.
Yeah, I always wear a hat for a reason. I just got out of the pool and it's poopy.
Oh, dude, I wish I could be in the pool.
It's great stuff.
You have a pool at your house?
Mm-hmm.
What? I didn't know that. How come we don't record at your house?
I don't know. We can. I don't have this set up. Hello, Marble Man. We are about to get started once I hit the Twitter button. All right. So that worked. Cool.
We're good?
We're good. We got some things to talk about today. We got some news like NASCAR's return to Nashville. We're watching some horse racing, so that's always fun.
Boogity, boys. Let's go racing.
Yep. And the NBA, their potential plan to return. And then some random stuff like Star Wars, which was Zach's idea. You may be thinking it's mine because I'm a big Star Wars nerd, but it actually wasn't my idea. So there you go. Where do we start?
How do you spell boogity?
Boogity.
Boogity.
Amen. You saw that guy's prayer, right?
Yeah, that might be the that might be the best prayer in the history of prayers.
Have you heard the remix?
No, what's the remix?
All right, you got to hear this thing. This is the greatest thing on earth. All right. Oh, stupid advertisement. No one likes advertisements.
Advertisements are the worst.
Unless they get you money. Which...
The most unusual pre-race prayers you will ever hear. Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you've brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roger Yates partner out to give us the power of the people for us tonight. Thank you for Jim for performance technology and RO7 engines. Thank you for snow racing fuel and Goodyear tires and great performance and power to the track. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Amen. Amen.
This might be the greatest song ever.
It's from the smoking hot water. Amen. Amen.
Can this be our theme song?
Lord, thanks for the smoking hot water. Dude, greatest thing on the internet.
That was hilarious.
Dude, Jeff Gluck, he tweeted it.
Is that the thing you told me that we couldn't?
Yeah, I wanted you to react to that. So I guess we'll get into Nashville first. NASCAR's returning to Nashville. Woo!
I didn't know Nashville had a track.
They have two. We're going to the one that people didn't know was happening.
Super Speedway?
Yeah. The other one was Fairgrounds, and that's a short track that people wanted. But there's a bunch of, I don't want to call it tension, but there's a lot of conflicting interests between the city of Nashville and NASCAR. So NASCAR wants to bring a Cup Series race to the Fairgrounds, which is a short track. But what the city wants to do is they want to put like a soccer stadium there or like hotels and apartments there, which wouldn't allow NASCAR to run a race because there's no room around it for cars to park, people to walk around.
Is that Fairgrounds?
Yeah, Nashville Fairgrounds. But people are trying to figure out, what's going to happen. And even if they got it figured out, the track isn't ready for a race. And I don't think they have people to set it up. So they'd have to wait till 2022 anyways. The Nashville Super Speedway, apparently they've been talking about this for weeks. The track hasn't been used in 9 years, so they're going to have to do some renovations. but they've been talking about it for a while, which I did not know. Yes, I agree. My bot. NASCAR is garbage, and Chase Elliott is terrible. I agree.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. My mom got it for me.
Did you wear that because we're talking about Star Wars today?
Yeah, I did. We're talking about Star Wars today. It's going great, Clemson Carson. It is currently
4:15.
It's Wednesday. I was looking for the
It's
day.
4:15.
Yeah.
On
Wednesday,
June 3rd, 2020.
Woo! We're about halfway through the year.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This year's been kind of crazy so far.
Yeah. But anyways, anything else we want to touch on with Nashville, or we done there?
I'm gonna search the Twitterverse and we'll go from there. Let's see if we messaged anything to anybody or to each other.
Oh yeah, Progressive is gonna sponsor Ryan Newman, and they got Flo on the car.
Oh, when did that come out?
This morning. Look at Flo on the back of Ryan Newman's car. I hope you can see that. But there's the full car.
That's a nice car.
It is. They got blue on top of it. Stern posted a better picture. Oh, Blaney's running the Advanced Auto Parts this weekend, and Chase is running the Napa Auto Parts. So we got to battle the auto parts.
Anybody got O'Reilly?
No, that's a title race for the Texas Spring Race.
Oh, O'Reilly.
Copyright.
No.
Yes.
No.
I demand.
How cool would that be if they had O'Reilly sponsor a car and they had to rig it so the O'Reilly car won the O'Reilly Texas 500?
That's what people thought they did at Darlington for the Toyota 500. The conspiracy theorist.
Oh, we have a new food challenge.
Oh, yeah. If Joey Gase gets a top 30, then we will taste test some Wendy's milkshake.
We're going to make our own Wendy's homemade Frosty.
Homemade Frosty.
Half-gallon chocolate milk, 14-ounce Eagle brand milk, 8-ounce Cool Whip. Mix all the ingredients and freeze. The mixture will not freeze, just thickens like a milkshake. So that'll be fun.
There's the full car. Let's see. Oh, they're debating the Elliott Logano movie. Dude, okay, look. If you're a Chase Elliott fan, get over it. He did something dumb. He messed up. It's not like he intentionally did that. It was hard racing, yeah, but it was pretty dumb. But so apparently Joey Logano was answering questions on Instagram or something, and they said, "What are your thoughts on it?" And he said, "Well, he came up to me and he said, you've done it before." And Logano just went, "Well, and he just kind of stuttered, and then they cut off the video out of what I've seen. And I was like, I mean, they're not wrong. You've done that plenty of times. So
it's just short track racing.
Just short track racing. If Jimmy Johnson wins next week, you must, and I mean must, try a ghost pepper. No, I hate spicy food.
I hate spicy food. I won't do it.
Yeah, that's a
Did
big.
You see that?
It's a big note. Yeah, you made it. 1 for 15. That was loud.
It's just the one that counts.
Joey Logano was big tough. Oh yeah, remember what he did?
It looked like a middle-aged dad talking to like his 20-year-old son, like, "Go clean your room. Go that clean."
Did you see their fight last year? Logano's fight with Hamlin.
No.
So basically, they had an incident where Logano pinched Hamlin in the wall. No, Hamlin pinched Logano into the wall. Logano cuts a tire and spins out. He ends up coming back for a top 10 anyways. But anyways, Logano's all pissed off that he got his tire cut and spun out. And so what happens is after the race, Logano approaches him. They talk about it for a minute. And as Logano walks away, he hits him like that. But he hit him pretty hard. And he just walks away. Like, he tries to start a fight, and then he walks away. And Hamlin's like, "You freaking kidding me?" And he goes to fight him. Like, he pushes through. He tries to get to him. But, like, Logano's crew all backs him up. These big crew guys get in front of Hamlin so they can't fight. And then out of nowhere, Logano's just, like, walking away. He's, "Hey, you want to go? You want to go? Let's go right here, right now." And everyone's like, "You dumb, Joey? You just punched him and then ran away. And now you want to fight him?" Like, and then the funniest part is that in the background, Ryan Blaney's standing next to his car, and the fight starts to go towards him. And Ryan Blaney's crew member starts to walk in. He wants to get into it, and Blaney just kind of pulls him. He's like, No, we can't suspend you. Get back here.
Oh, man. Thanks for the compliment, Clemson.
What did it say?
He said, "Nice Red Sox shirt."
Mm.
It is a nice Red Sox shirt. It's very comfortable, too.
Go Yankees. Am I right?
No, the Yankees suck.
Ooh, roasted.
The Yankees are not good.
Roasted.
They have all that talent and can't win.
Roasted.
Even though they got one of the best pitchers in baseball coming.
The big guy?
No. What's his name? Garrett Cole.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
Guy's a beast. He's really good. Yankees should be good. Will they be good? Who knows?
Oh, did you see that the MLB...
Are we playing baseball this year? Probably not.
Did you see the MLB rejected the 114-game plan or whatever?
The MLB did?
Yeah. Or it was like the union or some type of
Did the union do it or the... I thought Major League Baseball proposed that to the union and the union shut it down.
Let's see. Get back here.
I think the players want their money.
Let's see. Where's my notifications? Well, I had it. I might have clicked on it. I just remember it said 114 getting rejected.
I saw that too.
Someone rejected it.
Oh, I finished all the Star Wars movies.
You did? Yes. Okay.
I didn't like them.
Which ones?
8 and 9.
Well, yes, that is all right.
Or 7.
Here's the thing. I guess we'll get into this now. 7, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. 7 was a good setup movie for a trilogy.
It was great. It was just like A New Hope.
I thought they did a good job introducing the characters.
Run, horsey,
and kind of giving them their own, stories and stuff. And it really built up with a lot of potential because you set up with a big villain, Snoke, but you don't know much about him, so you're going to learn about him later. You get Kylo Ren, the guy who's conflicted between light and dark, and he eventually goes full-on dark by killing Han Solo. You got Rey, who's going to be one of the main characters. Honestly, Finn, I feel his character was so hyped up.
He was kind of all over the place.
He was so hyped up for 7. Like, they had all those posters with him with the lightsaber. Everyone thought he was going to be the Jedi, and then he just holds it for like 2 seconds, gets his butt kicked, and he never holds the lightsaber again. And it's like, you guys hyped him up to be the Jedi character, and then he didn't do much. I think his character could have been so much better. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of characters in the sequels could have been better. Him, Rey was a bot. Like, she couldn't mess up. She couldn't do anything wrong. They tried to make her into this perfect little angel, and she couldn't fail or whatever. Poe wasn't that bad. Poe
was all right.
Yeah, he was all right. He wasn't anything like extraordinary.
I feel like they tried to make him the next Han Solo.
Yeah, something like
kind
that.
Kind of this
trigger happy.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Do his own type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Never tell me the odds kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then with the old characters, Luke, they just with him. At first I thought, okay, he could have had something happen, but someone brought up a really good point in a video I was watching. Luke spent all this time and dedicated his whole life to bringing his father back, who was viewed as an evil monster, and he was able to bring his dad back. But the instant his teenage nephew shows the smallest sign of the dark side, he's like, oh, screw it, got to kill him in his sleep. I thought that was a really good point because he spent years and years trying to get his dad back. But the instant he senses the smallest thing in his nephew that's bad, he's like, oh, got to kill him. It's like, what? Where did that come from? Leia, I thought her death was pretty good because, there were not a lot of good ways you could have killed her off because of the death of Carrie Fisher, but I thought they did a good job handling that, saving her son and whatnot. 9 was set up to fail after 8. 8 was just such a train wreck.
8 was the worst movie I've ever watched.
It was such a train wreck.
Disney did a terrible job with this trilogy.
Here's the thing. It's not that hard to sit down and you have 3 different directors to sit them down and write a whole story for a trilogy. But what they did is that they went one movie at a time, and it screwed them up. Because if J.J. Abrams had a plan for his trilogy,
did 7, right?
He did 7, and he ended up doing 9 because creative differences between the original guy. So if you do 7 and 9, if JJ had plans for the whole thing and he was allowed to set it up and they wrote down the whole trilogy, I think it would have went a completely different direction.
Yeah.
And it would have had some differences in the original prequel trilogies, but you give it to – here's the thing. I don't think you can give Star Wars an action-adventure movie with all these crazy things to an Oscar writer. Rian Johnson is an Oscar writer, director, and those kind of movies are completely different than a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And you gave that to him, and it just, like, the critics loved it, but the fans didn't.
The writing wasn't good in the movie.
No, it wasn't.
It didn't make any sense. I thought it was all over the place. It didn't make any sense. I mean, how come Palpatine only came back in 9, right?
Yeah. And
why didn't he come back at the beginning of 8 or halfway through 8?
Someone said that should have been a tease at the end of 8, that he should have been at the end of 8, and I agree with that. So here's the thing. Palpatine, I guess we're getting to our ideas if we were writing the sequels. I think we keep 7 the same.
7 is the same.
Is a solid movie. It's not if you go into every Star Wars movie writing it and you want it to be the best Star Wars ever, you're going to fail because not every Star Wars movie can be the best ever.
Yeah.
So I think you got to look at 7 as a setup movie. I think they did a good job setting that up as a setup movie. For 8, I think you go in the direction you bring Palpatine. You got to bring some Legends stuff back, and Palpatine being a clone is part of Legends, which I'm completely fine with. People want Snoke to have a story and whatnot. I don't think that was a great idea. But I think you bring Palpatine back in 8. You have him because he's been the main villain of everything in Star Wars. He manipulated Anakin to the dark side. He held Anakin as Vader for so long, and he was ruling the galaxy under the Empire. And it's perfect to have him be the final villain again. They just didn't execute it great in 9 because they kind of had their hands tied from what happened with 8. So in 8, I say you make Palpatine Snoke, as they did. You make him the big bad guy. But instead of Kylo Ren turning back to the light, I think you have him turn into the main villain with Palpatine, or he kills Palpatine or something. And you just completely change it.
They should have done a Luke versus Palpatine.
I think that would have been cool.
At the end of 8.
That would have been cool.
They should have teased it.
They should have teased it.
And then Palpatine killed Luke, and then Rey killed Palpatine. And
no, I don't think Rey deserves that because from the beginning,
I thought Rey was the strongest Jedi after Luke.
No, it's always been Anakin. That's the thing. This whole story, according to George Lucas, it's always been about Anakin. So the prequels is about how he became Vader. The originals are about his redemption, and the sequels are supposed to be about his children and grandchildren and whatnot. And his children or his grandchildren, which is Kylo Ren, ends up going back to the light and, helping end Palpatine in a sense, I guess. But Rey should not have killed Palpatine because she's not a Skywalker, in my opinion. I think it should have been Anakin's Force Ghost. Like, someone made an edit of Anakin's Force Ghost doing the whole double lightning reject thing back into Palpatine. I think that should have been Anakin's Force Ghost. But I also don't like that they made Palpatine in 9 the stereotypical bad guy. He sits around, does nothing, and then when the big time he does something big and flashy, and he dies in a stupid way. I think they could have done that better. I don't like the way
he died.
But they were kind of crushed on time, I think. They had to cut out a lot.
I think 9. Yeah, Abrams should have wrote the last 3.
3, yeah. 8 just jacked 9.
Abrams is a great director.
I thought he did a good job.
He should have done them all. It would have been easier.
Because here's the thing. I walked of all 3 out of the theaters saying I like these movies. 7 did this coming out of it. It just kind of plateaued. Like, I didn't like it anymore after I saw it. It didn't go down. 8, I watched it the first time. I was like, all right, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. But every time after, it just went downhill more and more.
I hated 8.
9.
I couldn't get through 8. It was tough.
9, I really liked it. I was like, you know what? Considering what 8 gave you, you did a pretty dang good job. But the more I think about it and the more they start adding all these things, like...
I mean, the Death Star?
Yeah.
Really? Like, that ruins, thing exploded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it exploded and it still had its core intact. I don't think that's how it works. At least they got the location right, indoor. But I didn't like...
Well, and then the little blade thing, like, what?
Oh, yeah, that was kind of weird. And, like, in the original Death Star, there's not even a door there. Like, if you look at Episode 8, there's the Emperor's throne room, and there's openness right there. There's no giant door right there to a vault. And considering how intact you put it, that wasn't exactly there. I don't mean to be, like, super nitpicky, but I'm a Star Wars nerd, and that kind of bothered me. Also, I didn't like some of the things they added after the movie in the book version, which was Palpatine was a clone. I'm fine with that. We see that in Legends. That's like very well known. So I'm not surprised by that. I'm fine with that. But then they say Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter, But they say, oh, actually, she's the daughter to one of Palpatine's other clones. And I'm like, that doesn't make her his
That would make her her dad.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes it so much confusing. I was like, why would you say that?
Yeah, no, right. Like, yeah, I don't know. What would have been better is if Solo and Leia would have had 2 kids, one light, one dark, and then they fought. You know what I mean? Like maybe something like that.
Yeah, Legends did something like that. They had 3 kids. There was like Anakin. I think he went dark because, you know, his name, it's bound to happen. And they had like Jason or something and like some daughter, and they ended up fighting each other or whatnot. Luke has a wife. And
see, I thought Rey was Luke's kid.
I was thinking that too.
Which would have made a whole much better storyline.
That would have been interesting.
So,
as for the spin-off films, I liked them both. I thought Solo was just a fun movie overall.
I don't know. I haven't.
Solo, like a lot of people disliked it, but I personally liked it. It wasn't like the greatest thing ever, but I thought it was just a fun, independent film that had nothing to do with storyline. I thought it was a fun, independent film. As for Rogue One is the best Star Wars movie since the original trilogy. I loved it.
Rogue One was pretty good. That takes place in between 3 and 4, right?
Yeah, it leads up to 4, like the minutes before. But like the fan service, like they tried so hard in the sequels to do fan service and stuff, and they like messed up so bad because they tried to force it. But what they did in Rogue One with Vader at the end was perfect. Like that made so much sense, first of all, and second off, it was the coolest movie scene in history. But yeah.
All right. So what's this NBA thing?
So basically they're going to have 22 teams. They're going to have the playoff teams and then any teams that are within 4 games of the playoffs, which includes like Phoenix, San Antonio, Portland, Sacramento maybe. And then on the east side, it's only Washington. So it's 22 teams. And they're going to do like some regular season games.
I think
and then
it's 8 to 9 regular season games.
Yeah, something like that. Woj tweeted about it.
Woj, you mean?
Woj. Yeah.
Adrian Wojnarowski.
But I could go on about Star Wars all day if you gave me the opportunity.
The NBA's return plan includes 13 Western Conference teams and 9 Eastern Conference teams. Here's who's in. The Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Jazz, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Mavs, the Grizzlies, the Blazers, the Pelicans, the Kings, Spurs, Suns. East, we got Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, Heat, Pacers, Sixers, Nets, Magic, Wizards. That's cool. They vote on this tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Playing for the 8 regular season games per team, playing for the 8 seeds. July 31st or October 12th, vote tomorrow to ratify the NBA's back.
Woo! I still got to wait a month, almost 2 months, though. People are losing their minds. They're like, oh, my gosh, the NBA's are back.
So they're still doing 16 playoff teams.
Yeah, but they're doing like a play-in, basically.
But they're doing it since it's so close in the West, right there in the back.
San Antonio's about to make it.
Yeah, they're going to make a playing game. Well, I think that's fine. That makes it entertaining. Good for the NBA. I'm glad the NBA is back, even though we got to wait a little bit longer.
2 months.
It's okay. I'm with.
The finals in October is going to be weird. It's going to be really weird.
Well, if baseball would get their act together, you could have.
They're not.
You could have the NBA Finals, the World Series, the Masters, and I think another major.
The Cup Series Championship.
The Cup Series Championship and football starting in October.
No, Cup Series Championship's in November, my bad. I thought we were talking about it within a 1 month period.
Okay, still.
Yeah.
You would have 6 major sporting
events. And what
events.
about hockey? Hockey? What's the
hockey? It should be back too.
They haven't announced the day.
This fall could be amazing for sports if they just do it.
Yeah, the thing is that their CEOs or whatever are going to say, no, we want the most money. We want the most views. And they're going to be competing for views and stuff.
Yeah, they're going to be doing that. And I think they want the money from the fans too. I think that's the hardest part right now. Is if there's not going to be any fans, they're going to lose a lot of money. So they want money from the TV deals, which is fine. Just run TNT, TBS, Fox, ABC, FS1, all those sports channels just run sports 24 hours a day. I think that'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with fans, honestly.
I don't think there'll be fans in 2020. I think starting the basketball season starting in Christmas, we'll have fans.
I think it depends on how, like, if NASCAR does fans here in a couple weeks.
They're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, and if it goes, then they're going to say don't do it. But if it goes, then they're going to say, yeah,
we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine because of everything going on in the world right now. I think everything will be fine.
I think it depends on how they execute it.
That too. I heard that something's going to have like 75,000 fans. No, 75%, which would be 25,000 fans or something like that. Who was that?
I haven't seen that.
I saw that.
It might be like European.
It was NASCAR.
It might be European soccer. No, that's the 25,000 fans, the amount that Nashville can hold.
Hey.
Yeah, that's different. That's awkward.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, they're announcing their plans later this week, so we'll know by the end of this week. Oh, no. But, yeah, what else do we got here? You watched the Clone Wars yet?
No.
If you want the prequels to be better.
Clint Boyer said, I'm ready to have fans back. I think it's time.
Yeah, I think Clint's right.
Yeah, I think fans need to be back in. It's just going to help everybody.
And even if they do fans, they don't have to sell out the track. Like people,
no, I don't think they're trying to.
If people are still on the social distancing thing, then just do every other seat or a certain amount of seats per row.
Yeah,
like
that's what you'd have to do.
Yeah,
and then you'd have to skip over. You'd have to skip rows. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And like do it by package. So you have to buy tickets together if you want to sit with someone.
Yeah,
like family or not.
Yeah,
it's your decision. Whatever.
Are you going Saturday?
I want to. If I have time, I'm probably going to just sit out there and watch it on my phone or something. At the IndyCar race at Texas. Plus, I got food there, so I don't see why not.
I would go, but I'm babysitting, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I might try to get someone to go with me. If they don't, well, darn. But yeah, I think IndyCar, that'll be fun. Just to kind of listen to the cars go vroom vroom, you know. But I'm hoping that they announce fans for Talladega, Miami, Indy, because if that goes well, then Texas, if it does in fact go in July, then it'll have a good chunk of fans and a good chunk of tickets.
Let's see. One day ago, breaking sources inside baseball say that MLB and MLBPA are set to announce an agreement on a shortened 2020 season.
How short? Don't they usually do like 200 games or something?
That was the wrong thing. Okay, 4 hours ago, the MLB, Major League Baseball, rejected the union's proposal for a 114-game season and said it would not send a counter, sources tell The Athletic. The league said it has started talks with owners about playing a shorter season without fans, and that it is ready to discuss additional ideas with the union. So again, it's the owners versus the players.
Okay, and the players want their money.
The players want their money, and they want to play.
Well, I hope they want to play.
114-game season, though, that'd be fine. Play it. It's not that bad.
It depends on what they want to do.
The MLB suggested it would consider imposing a short season, 40 to 50 games. That's not a lot of games.
That's not even their whole division schedule, is it?
That's like 3 weeks of baseball.
Isn't that their whole division schedule? Don't they play in like 2 series, 4 games apiece?
Oh, no, they play their season series are crazy. I think the Rangers play the Angels like 15 to 20 times.
Yeah, I don't.
So if you times that by 4 teams in the division, That's 60 games right there in the division.
Ooh.
No, they play their division teams a lot.
I know that. But we got the paint scheme preview for the race this weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
Want to go through it?
Sure.
All right. The 00, go Starcom. Quinn Houff.
Not a fan. I'm going to rate these on a
So,
scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going to say 7.
I'm going to go 6.
Tell us what you think in the comments. Next, Kurt Busch.
Same.
It's a standard monster car. We won't rate it. There's the Auto Trader Brad Keselowski car. Very similar to the Joey Logano car.
I like that car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'm going to give it an 8.3.
I'm going to give it an 8. That's a nice car right there. It's a nice car.
There you go.
Simple.
There's Kevin Harvick's Busch Corn.
I don't know. I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm going to give it a 6.9.
It's too busy for me.
I just don't like the grass. I'm fine with the corn, but the grass just looks awkward.
It's too busy for me.
Napa, normal scheme. I wish they'd change it up. Normal Smithfield.
I don't like that one.
Normal FedEx. Advanced Auto. It's the normal Penske scheme. It's Logano's car reversed. The yellow is where the red is, and the red is where the yellow is. And it says Advanced on it.
I don't like that one.
It's meh. Ty Dillon, Standard, Geico. Clint Boyer with a yellow. Oh, God.
I'm gonna give that a 4.
Yeah, that one's worse.
I don't like them.
I'm going to say
at all.
6.2 at best. There's the yellow corn. Oh, I like this car.
The 18.
Yeah,
Purple.
Fudge Brownie.
Not bad.
9.5.
No, I'm gonna give it an 8.
9.5.
Actually, I'm gonna give it a 7. Not a big fan of that one.
Why? Just because it wrecked Chase Elliott?
No, I don't like the purple in the car. Not a big fan of purple cars.
Auto.
I like that one. That
It's
one's a 10.
simple.
That's a 10 right
Simple.
there. I like the transition from the blue into the dark into the. Is that black in the back?
I think it's like a dark navy.
Yeah, almost black. I like that transition. Nice, simple. I like the.
I give it a 9 flat.
I give it the Bass Pro. I like the Bass Pro on it. That's a 10.
I like it. 9 flat.
That's my paint scheme of the week.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a 10 too.
I like that. I just
That's
don't.
a 10. That's
I
simple.
don't know how I feel about that gray right there.
That's probably like a carbon fiber type thing.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I'm gonna give it a 10.
8.5 for the Jones machine. I don't know if you can see that, but we got our standard Menards car with some light blue. Of course, Joey Logano, same paint scheme. There's the Liberty, standard Liberty car. Oh, Corey LaJoie with a new paint scheme, it looks like.
Eh, not a fan.
I like the bright colors, but
I don't like the black and white. The black and white don't look good on NASCARs.
yeah, I'm going to give it a 6.5. There you go.
Marble Man likes your Kyle Busch car.
Yeah, see, I told you.
I don't like it.
Oh, Michael McDowell. I don't like that the Loves
Too
is
busy.
yellow.
Too busy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give that one a 7. Flat.
I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5. I'll give it a 5. Halfway decent.
7. Oh, I like that.
Nema trucks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually really like that. The way the red looks, I give it an 8.5.
I'll give it an 8.
They've already run that. Kansas normal. Oh, McDonald's on Bubba Wallace's car.
He better win now. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, Stenhouse is running a NASCAR. Wow.
Is he gonna have NOS in it?
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
he'll be drinking it probably, which is not good for everyone else. Jimmy with his normal scheme. Oh, yeah, Timmy Hill. Going to give that a 10 out of 10 because it's Timmy Hill.
No.
Yes, Timmy Hill gets a 10 out of 10 all the time. Bowman with a standard Exalta. Christopher Bell with his standard Ream, and that's it.
Oh, there's no
You want to see the Xfinity and trucks?
no Joey Gase this week?
They don't show every car on the paint scheme
Oh.
preview. I really don't know why, but they don't.
Well, probably because they're running the same car.
Probably. The no sponsor.
No sponsor, all black car.
Yep.
That's what we're doing. So
That's what happens when you don't have sponsorship. You got to get a solid color.
anybody got any questions?
Where's Mark at?
Will Timmy Hill win a race this year?
Yes, he'll win all of them. Realistically, no. but I wish he would. I wish he would get a better car. That'd be nice. Back to the Star Wars thing. Shout out to John Williams for being the only one who can unite the fans through all 9 movies. Everyone loves him.
Who?
The music dude.
Oh.
Everyone loves the Star Wars music, even if they don't like the movies. So he has done something that no other could. He makes all Star Wars fans like something.
I'm going to do a thing. It's called the question of the day.
What is 1 + 1?
2.
They're supposed to answer.
Oh, sorry.
What is 3 + 4?
All right, let's go through some of these questions. What skill would you like to master?
The Force.
What skill in real life would you like to master?
The Force.
All right, whatever. What would be the name of the boat if you had one? What would be the name of your boat?
That's a good question. The boogity amen.
The BBA, boogity.
No, BBBA.
BBBA. No, I just. Boogity.
Isn't that a bank name?
BBVA.
Ah,
BBVA
yes.
Compass. Used to be a sponsor of the NBA.
Hmm.
If I had a boat name, if I had a boat and I were to name it, that's a great question.
Taco from Taco Bell.
No. I'd probably call it Zach's Boat.
Wow, what an original name, folks. We're doing great. Kyle Busch fan 18.
If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Which would be the rudest? I want to say snakes. I think they'd be pretty aggressive with their words.
I say cats.
There's some cats that
Cats
I think
would be rude.
That would be rude, but I think there'd be a good chunk of them. That's fine.
Let's see. Hang on.
Boogity,
These are like
amen. Boogity, amen. Let's go racing.
What smell brings back great memories for you?
What?
Smell.
Smell? That's a good question.
What smell brings back great memories?
I really don't know, to be honest. That's a tough one.
For me, it's sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen brings back great memories.
Sunscreen.
Playing hoop it up in the summer,
Mm.
going to the lake, going to the beach. Sunscreen.
I can't say I have one distinctive smell that brings back a bunch of good memories. Yeah, I couldn't think of one.
I thought you were going to say cars burning rubber.
Mm.
What childish thing do you still enjoy?
This is Star Wars. Is that childish?
No, because everybody likes that.
Okay.
That's kind of like a human.
Childish stuff. I'll still watch like some of my favorite childhood TV shows every once in a while, like on Disney Plus or whatever, like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah, I can't do that. That doesn't bring back.
Yeah, I like doing that sometimes.
I don't. I like playing video games from when I was a child.
You mean like Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga?
I like playing those.
Dude, that's fun. I was playing it last week, and I went from like 94 to 99.1% complete. I got to complete that this week.
What is the ugliest vegetable? What is the ugliest vegetable?
The ugliest vegetable. I'm gonna have to go with there's one that grows warts or something. It's like a pepper. It's a certain type of pepper that has like warts all over it. No, a pickle. I'm thinking of a pickle, I think. We're gonna go with a pickle.
A pickle is the worst. That is the ugliest vegetable.
All right, what's your answer?
I don't know.
See?
I don't eat vegetables.
See, broccoli just looks like trees.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower is just a white broccoli.
Yeah, I don't like it though.
Okay.
It tastes disgusting to me. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
20 minutes early.
Every time.
Every time.
I hate being late.
Me too. It scares the crap out of me.
If you could put your brain
My brain
in a robot
in a robot.
and live indefinitely, would you do it?
No.
Why not?
You gotta die eventually. You're gonna get tired of the world
I
when
can
you're
see that.
10,000 years old, going on robot support.
If you could trade 1 year of your life for $30,000, how many years would you trade in?
0.
Same.
Just gotta
30,000
live
is not
life.
enough. If you would have said like,
What if you win the lottery that year?
if you said 10 million, maybe.
Yeah, but what if you win the lottery that year, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What is this game? Just answering random questions. Because why not?
The question game.
The question game.
What job would you be absolutely terrible at?
Anything that has to do with science, I would suck at.
Anything?
Like, literally anything scientific, I'd be terrible at. You should have seen me in
The
physics.
job
was
I would be
struggling.
absolutely terrible at would be probably customer service.
Customer service.
Or like having to sit in an office all day.
Yeah, that would suck.
Like sales. I'd be awful at sales. I suck at sales. I couldn't do it.
I feel like,
I'm too shy and I don't like telling people what to do and what to buy.
yeah, I would not tell people what to do. I just like giving advice, if that would help. But I would not tell people what to do. Yeah, my answer's still science.
What's the most useful thing you own?
Food, water.
Probably my phone.
I'm gonna go with food and water on this one. That's pretty dang important.
Okay, yeah, but you buy that, you don't like own it and use it every day. Something you own and use.
Use every day.
I would say my phone because I run my business through my phone.
Yeah, I'll have to go with phone or computer.
What is Country Boy?
It sounds like a song.
Country Boy is not a song. Oh, there might be a song.
It
called Country Boy.
probably is.
Somewhere in the world, there's probably a song called Country Boy.
Next question. Boogity, 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 amen. Boogity, 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 amen. Let's go driving.
If you summed up your life in one word, what would it be? If you had to sum up your life in one word, what would it be?
boy.
Oh my gosh.
As in boy, oh boy, I don't know what to say.
One life. Love.
Tacos.
I love everybody.
Mm.
Would you rather be transported permanently 500 years in the future or 500 years in the past? That's a good question. 500 years in the past would be 1700s. No, it wouldn't.
No, what?
It'd be
1500s. Come
My
on,
bad.
man.
My bad.
I'm going to have to go with the future because it's probably not going to be there. And
You don't think it'll be there?
I don't know. The world's going pretty downhill.
All right, that's it for that website.
All right. Woo! Next questions. Next set of questions. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got an idea. All right. I got an idea. The only list of would you rather questions you need to see.
We're doing Would You Rather?
Oh, boy.
Kyle Busch said future so you can see how the world ends.
Yes, you see? Or if you get there and it's not there, then you just explode in space or whatever. All right, best would you rather
If you
questions.
could travel to the moon, would you?
Only if it's safe transportation and it's like common. I'm not going to be like an astronaut or anything.
I don't want to go to the training to be an astronaut.
Yeah, but if it was like common, yeah. Like go on a weekend
What if they built a
trip there.
hotel on the moon?
Heck yeah, let's go for it.
That'd be cool. We should do that. Let's build a rocket ship, go to the moon. We'll
Dude,
take off from
yeah.
right here in the street.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
And we'll build a hotel
dude.
and we'll charge people.
All right, number
Takes
1.
3 days to get to the moon.
Would you rather the aliens that make first contact be robotic or organic?
What does that even mean?
So, like, would you rather have them be a bunch of robots, or would you have them be like something from Star Wars, like a
Organic.
Jabba the Hutt?
Organic for sure.
Okay.
Organic, it'd be more fun.
Would you rather lose the ability to speak or read?
Read. I don't read anyway, so.
Okay.
And we kind of run a podcast here, so.
Would you rather? How do you stand on top of the truck?
Well, you see what you do is you pull the tailgate down, you get up on the tailgate, and you climb up onto the top of the truck, and you stand there. That's how you stand on top of the truck.
Educate. Would you rather be covered in fur or scales? I'm gonna have to go with fur.
Fur, warm. You're
Yep.
warm all the time. It'd suck in the summertime, especially where we live.
Mm-hmm.
But in the wintertime, perfect.
Would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year of your life? It's the same thing.
That's the same question.
That's the same thing. These are not the best questions.
I thought you said it was the best question.
That's, according to this website. Would you rather have one real get out of jail free card or a key that opens any door? I'm going to have to go with the key that goes to any door because I don't plan on getting arrested.
Marble Man,
Right.
you have no idea what hot is. It was 98 degrees today in Dallas.
Yes, and I was outside.
And I was outside working.
cutting branches. What a fun time to be alive.
It's supposed to be 100 here in a couple weeks.
Oh, God.
The heat index up to 100 and probably 10.
Would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or 6 with an amazing personality?
6.
Same.
Personality is everything in a relationship.
Would you rather be able to talk to land animals that can fly, or animals that live underwater?
Land animals.
I'm going to have to agree with that.
Because then you can talk to dogs.
Yeah. And you could talk to tigers. And you could say, hey, did you eat Carol Baskin's husband? Let's see.
Name a celebrity you think is lame.
The celebrity I think is lame, like that I just don't like, or like they're just
Sure.
not cool. There's a lot of celebrities I don't like. I can't think of their names because I don't like them. Can I go like to my IMDb page or something?
Sure.
I go through the list there. Oh. Whoa.
Jake Paul. That's a good one.
Oh God,
That's a good one.
both of them are so bad.
A celebrity.
I don't like either one of those guys.
Yeah, I can't think of a celebrity I don't like. I mean, I have celebrities I don't like. I just can't think of them right now.
Well, let's go to IMDb. Let's go to the top ranked actors and actresses.
And see which ones we do
And
and don't
see
like.
which ones we do
It's a
and
good
don't
game.
like.
Which actors do you do and do not like?
All right.
Alan Jackson? You don't like Alan Jackson?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Alan Jackson is? Oh my God.
Who's Alan Jackson?
He's a country singer.
Oh, I don't like country music.
What? You're a NASCAR fan.
Doesn't mean I have. Okay, number one, Lauren Lapkus. Never heard. Well, I've seen her before, but I've never heard of her.
I don't know who that is.
Joanna Garcia Swisher.
Don't know who that is.
Linda Cardellini. I've seen her, but I don't know her. Okay, we're going to skip to names I think we know. Jennifer Connelly.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I think she's a nice person.
Oh, you know who I don't like? I don't like Ross from Friends.
I haven't watched Friends.
He's the tall guy. I don't like him at all.
Oh. You see the guy from the meme where he's like, get a load of this guy or whatever?
He might be. I don't know.
All right. Tom Hardy. You don't know who that is? Dude, he's Bane in The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, cool.
And he's Venom.
Cool.
Okay. Fine. Margot Robbie.
Who's that?
Oh, God. All right. I swear, if you say you don't know this one, I'm going to slap you in the face. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I think he's a good guy.
He's a good person.
Tim Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
I don't like him at all.
Oh.
I've never seen one of his movies, and I don't like what he believes in.
I think he's a little bit overrated, to be honest.
Kyle Busch fan, what's your favorite country song?
The national anthem.
Oh, my God.
Boom. Got him. Chris Evans.
Good guy.
Yeah, seems like a good guy. Brad Pitt. He seems like a chill guy.
Chris Hemsworth is my favorite actor.
Mm.
And Matthew McConaughey.
Adam Sandler.
He's
I like
hilarious.
Adam Sandler. How could you not like Adam Sandler? Let's see here. Steve Carell. I don't know much about him. I've seen some of his stuff. I don't know
He's
much
The
about
Office.
him. Well, obviously, I know that. But I'll tell you someone who is extremely underrated. You know who Pedro Pascal is? He's a Mandalorian. I saw him in another movie, but like his interviews are hilarious. Like he plays these super serious roles, and you feel like if you met him, you would never be able to take him like jokingly or anything. But his interviews are hilarious. He's a hilarious guy. I love that guy. Dwayne Johnson.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino. Dude, Tarantino is a different breed.
See, I don't know these guys, so
You don't know Tarantino? He wrote a Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Wow.
which historical figure would you like to be?
Shoot, that's tough. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I'm going to have to go with Anakin Skywalker. Get my limbs chopped
That's not
off
a
and get
historical
burned.
figure.
It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
No. From history of the world, who would you be? It's going back from creation to now. It's a lot of figures, and you can't be Jesus.
I wasn't going to say Jesus. That's a lot of pressure. Who would I be? Do you have an answer?
Yeah, I would want to be like George Washington.
Can they be alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Historical figure though.
So they have to be like political or something, or
No, they could be anybody.
Oh, it can be anyone. Jeff
It's-
Gordon.
I wouldn't say he's a historical figure.
He was for
yet.
NASCAR.
Okay. Well, no.
Okay, outside of sports though, other than getting shot in the back of the head, I think Abraham Lincoln would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool guy.
If you could time travel, where would you go? These are good questions.
I would go, honestly.
I've always wanted to go back into like the 1700s. Like,
No, I wouldn't want to do that. I would want to go into the 1970s because, like, all these movies we watch now, I would want to see them on a big screen, like when they first came out. I love movies, and so like
see, I don't love movies.
to see movies when they first came out and see crowd reactions would honestly be so
David Crockett,
fun.
remember the Alamo.
rip.
Remember the Alamo.
But I feel like that'd be cool to go like watch movies like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, some of these like iconic movies like when they first came out.
Indiana Jones was the 80s, dude.
Yeah, but like you go from the 70s to the
Oh.
80s to the 90s, whatever.
Oh no, I would like to live in a world where it wasn't as.
So before Earth existed. Scarlett Johansson.
She's good.
Yeah, she's pretty chill, I think. Johnny Depp's a weird dude.
Johnny Depp's hilarious.
Dude, he's a weird dude.
Hi, matey.
He's a weird dude.
This will be the day that you let Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, okay. I'm watching this show right now.
You would time travel to the 80s and 90s?
Yeah, see? Boom.
The 80s and 90s. You said 70s.
I know, but I said 70s going into the 80s and 90s and stuff.
80s would be cool. I feel like everybody got along.
I freaking hate my computer.
I feel like
Oh, yeah. Hey, Windstar's back open. Forgot about that. Thank you, email. I am going to kill you, computer. I hit X on email. You stupid computer. How the hell? God almighty. I swear, if it pops up again, we're going to end the live stream. And I'm going to throw this computer against a wall.
I would enjoy that. I feel like in the 80s, everybody got along.
Did they, though? Because that whole
Never
thing
gonna
in China,
give you
that
up.
whole thing in China happened with the protester on the square and the tanks. The Soviet Union was kind of in a bad place with East and West Germany.
Talking about the United States of
Okay.
America.
I thought you were talking about the world. I was like,
No. Hey, we'll keep on this. If you could have dinner with anyone from history, who would it be?
If I could have what?
Dinner with anybody from history, who would it be?
Ooh. Dang.
It's a good question.
God bless America.
If you could have dinner with anybody from history, who would it be? In 10.
Dude, I'm going to go with a really random one. I'm going to go with Vladimir Lenin just to ask him, like, what was your thought process for starting the Soviet Union?
Okay, see, that makes sense because you're Russian.
Yeah. Like, I want to get his thoughts. Like, what made you think you need to start a full-out revolution, kill the czars and whatnot? I feel like that'd be interesting to get his thoughts.
If I could have dinner with anybody from history.
It's a tough question.
That's a tough question.
Like,
man.
you have a lot of options, too. Kyle Busch fan likes this. We got to do stuff like this more often.
Well, we're doing this every podcast from now on. We're just going to come up with questions.
Screw actual, like, news topics. We're going to do, like, this kind of stuff. Dude.
Julius Caesar's in my mind for some reason. I don't know why.
Because he got stabbed in the back?
I don't know. I think it'd be cool to live in that Roman, like, go to the Colosseum when it was actually the Colosseum.
That'd be freaky.
I think that'd be cool.
That's a real-life horror movie.
Going to Greece and all that stuff back when, like, in its golden age. I think that'd be a lot of fun, yeah.
They had some messed up stuff back then, too, though. All right. I have a question. I got one. Today, like, they have to be alive. If you had every single person on Earth's phone number, celebrity, non-celebrity, who would you interview? Like, sit down, interview as long as you want. To ask them about their career, their life, whatever you wanted. Any person that's alive.
Oh, that's a good question.
And if you're thinking, if someone's near the end of their life, you want to prioritize them. So, like, they're 90 years old. You want to put them first. But then you can go to, like, someone who's, like, just your top.
So an old person and somebody at the...
Well, if you want an old person. Like, if you're thinking about an old person.
See, that's hard because everybody that I like has already been interviewed like that.
But that's the thing. You can ask them, like, you got unlimited time to ask them any questions about any point of their life.
If it wasn't an interview and it was just straight up talking,
okay.
Michael Jordan.
I
would like to know, like, was it really food poisoning, or like what? I understand why you retired in '93, but like, was that the real reason? Like, I would want to uncover all that.
So you want to break this conspiracy?
I want to break the conspiracy on that. But an interview, shoot, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd probably sit down with Greg Popovich.
Good old Greg.
I would talk to him about anything and everything. Just pick his brain. That's who I would talk to.
Yeah.
That was a good question. What about you?
For me, because he's like 90 years old and he's healthy, but, you know, he's 90 years old. You never know when his day's going to come. But John Williams, just because I want to know, like, how he, like, his process of making the music for, like, Star Wars, Indiana Jones and whatnot. And how do you come across so many notes that make, like, the most iconic music of all time? Like, how do you do that?
I don't know.
I would ask him, like,
Beethoven would be a good one too then.
What's his process?
He's dead, so.
What's his process? Like, do you watch the movie without any sound effects, like just them talking and stuff? Do you get the script? Like, how do you make Darth Vader's theme? How do you make the main theme for Star Wars? How do you make Raiders March? Like, how do you do that stuff?
That'd be good. That'd be a good one.
But anyone else, I think I'd want to go. It'd be Jeff Gordon or Kevin Durant. Because Durant, I would want to ask him about, like, his emotions and stuff when he left Oklahoma City, and, like, does he, like, look at the comments and stuff?
Yeah.
And then for Gordon, I'd want to get into, like, when Jimmy came around and started beating him and stuff, like, his thoughts on that.
Do you ever talk to yourself? When and what do you say?
I talk to myself all the time because I'm weird.
I talk to myself a lot too.
If I'm thoroughly thinking and I can't remember something, I talk out loud because it helps me for some odd reason.
Yeah, I normally talk to myself when I'm on the basketball court.
I talk to myself everywhere.
And I'm like, you idiot, you should have made that shot. What are you doing? You know, like I do that type of stuff.
Yeah, like I'll be sitting in my room on my computer. I'm like, what was I supposed to do today?
Oh.
And I think out, like, what did my dad say to me? Whatever.
Let's go a few more questions and then we'll be done.
Woo!
Would you rather win an Olympic medal, an Academy Award, or the Nobel Peace Prize?
I don't want to say no to the Nobel Peace Prize because I don't want to sound like a turd. But I tell you what, I think being in a Hollywood movie would be a cool experience. And I think winning an Academy Award would be pretty damn cool.
Oh, Nobel Peace Prize, though, man. Like, those don't come around often.
I know, but it'd be so hard to get to the Academy. Even the Olympics.
I feel like Nobel Peace Prize, though, like, people don't really know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. You know who wins the Oscars. You know who wins the Olympics.
I'd go Olympic medal.
I'd go Oscar.
I'd go Olympic medal because not very many people have Olympic medals.
Yeah. What event, though? Basketball? Or would you do something that's like more?
I would do something that's a little more challenging because, like, basketball, you'd be with the USA team.
Yeah. So, like, swimming or something? Like, would it be individual or team sport?
Individual.
Swimming?
Swimming would have to be it. That's my favorite Olympic sport.
Would you be a track runner? Would you be the next Usain Bolt?
No.
I'm telling you, I would do the Academy Award because of what I told you. It'd be cool to be in a Hollywood movie, but an award winning. Like, I think that they should open their horizons to more movies. So I think to be like someone who's never done a certain type of movie, like a comedy movie or something, to win an award like that, with best actor or whatever, that'd be cool. Or like best director, best writer.
Okay. I got 2 more questions. What's your pet peeve or pet peeves?
You go first. I'm thinking.
My pet peeve is slurping.
Okay.
I hate it when people slurp. I hate it when people eat chips really loudly.
Yeah.
I hate that. Another pet peeve of mine would be people that drive slow in the fast lane.
Oh boy. All right. I think I found mine. I hate stupid drivers.
Yes.
That is such a general thing, but here's one that really gets me mad. When you don't signal and you cut me off,
yeah,
I get pissed.
Yeah,
like,
it's dangerous.
I'm not a big fan of flipping people off. I think that's a little too much. But if they do something stupid, I stick my hand up like this. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you dumb? And, like, when I get cut off, I'm like, hey, I'll wave my hand. I'm like, hey, I'm back here. You could have signaled so I didn't have to brake. Hey, hello. You see me? Like, in Alabama, I was driving on, like, a 4-lane highway, and there's this exit on the left, and I'm in the left lane and the exit's right here. And this guy exits, and all of a sudden I look over, and he's, like, going in the you know how, like, when there's an exit, there's that middle area, right? And all of a sudden he's freaking flying off. He leaves the exit. He's in that middle lane, and he's not even slowing down or anything. He's about to door slam me. And so I have to swerve into the other lane so this idiot doesn't hit me. And so it's dark, but I start screaming. I'm like lifting my hand, like, you stupid or whatever. And he flies off. He was from Kentucky. And I was like, well, my license plate says Texas, so people probably think we're both the dumb ones. But from my point of view, he was just
one time I was driving
stupid
on 820 over in Fort Worth, and this Charger I was driving at night, our Challenger, he was going so fast, dude. He was going like 130, and he was in the exit only lane.
Mm-hmm.
And he decided, you know how there's the barricade there for the exit, and he comes, and I swear he misses it by like 3 inches.
That's kind of scary.
He would have hit that. He would have exploded his car, and those barrels would have went everywhere because those barrels are filled with water.
That's kind of scary.
Oh, it would have been bad.
I got another experience. I was with my cousin. We were coming back from something. I don't remember what it was, but we were just kind of chilling, talking. It's a 2-lane road, 1830. You know where that is? And there's this guy. He's in a Nissan Leaf, so it's like a grandma car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's swerving into the other lane. Like, he's just swerving. And we're like, what the heck is this guy doing? So we back off. We're like, this guy's about to, like, kill himself or something. We don't know what's about to happen. He's going to slam into the barrier or something. And he gets the light. We turn left to where we can pull up side by side with him. He's on his wife is on his phone showing him pictures. And even on the 2-lane run, he's still swerving. And so finally we pull up to the light. And I was like, man, I don't want to say anything. We don't know what he's going to respond. He could wreck us. He could do something. My cousin rolls down the window. He said, hey, your phone. He kind of gives a signal. He didn't roll down his window, but he holds up the phone, put it down like you're driving crazy. And the guy rolls down his window. He said, what do you think you kids are doing? Are you stupid? You're going to get someone killed. And I was like, are you drunk? Is that why you're swerving
See, in
everywhere?
Texas, you have to be careful, though, because people could have guns with them.
Yeah, that's what my mom, I went home and told her that. She said, oh, he could have had a gun. I was like, Mom, they were in a bright green grandma car. You think they're going to pull a gun on me?
You never know, man.
Dude, I was like.
All right, last question. If you could be great at any sport, which would it be?
Basketball.
Why?
Because you get a buttload of money.
I'd be great at golf. Because you could play, like if you're a 20-year-old, you can play till you're 40, or you can play till you're 50 on the regular tour. And if you're great, you make a crap ton of money. Look at Tiger Woods.
Tiger, that old wood.
And then you can go to the senior tour and dominate that.
No, dude, I'm telling you, NBA, because you get like $154 million over 4 years. Like, you just do that 3 times and you're set for life. Your kids are set for life. Your grandkids are set for life. Your great-grandkids are set for life. But the only problem that comes with that is that you can't go anywhere without being recognized.
See, golf, well, if you're great at any sport, you're going to be recognized. I would say golf because it's just the better. I think you could play longer.
You got to wear pants, though. I'm not about to wear pants.
That's fine.
I don't like pants.
I love pants.
I don't like pants.
Golf pants are comfortable. Golf pants are kind of like sweatpants, though. They're just nicer.
It depends, though. Like, if you wear khakis, no. But I played golf with the school junior year, and the pants they suggested for us were actually kind of comfortable.
Yeah, golf pants are extremely. I wear those instead of dress pants.
I'd still rather wear shorts. Like when I play casually, I wear shorts.
Oh yeah, everybody does.
Like I'm not about to wear pants.
They only have to wear pants for tournament days.
I'm not.
That's 4 days.
Yeah,
you have to travel the world.
That could
golf.
be. What if it's the hottest day of the year in freaking India?
Well, it's not going. They don't. They play in India in December.
Oh, well, they play in Australia in January.
Well,
it's gonna be 130 degrees. You're gonna get bit by the most poisonous snake on earth. Oh, that's another thing. You got to deal with wildlife. You got to deal with alligators. You got to deal with water moccasins.
That's
you got to deal with the bears.
If you're great, you keep the ball in the fairway. You don't.
No, you can't control what if they're on the fairway and you hit them and they're
not
pissed
going to be
off.
on the fairway.
They're gonna charge you. Do I need to pull this up? I've seen a alligator chase after a man on the fairway.
I've seen a monster alligator before.
Dude.
On the fairway in Florida.
Speaking of Florida, do we dare start reading Florida man headlines?
No. Okay, so I say now from now on, our podcast is straight questions.
Straight questions.
Maybe some NASCAR talk at the beginning, some sport talk at the beginning, but after that, straight questions.
That's not a bad idea.
Be more
I
fun.
had a lot of fun with that.
I had a lot of fun.
All
right, people, deuces. Are we doing a live stream Sunday?
Maybe. Depends on my schedule.
All right. Well, we'll see
Bye.
you Sunday.